it's like training a muscle. Okay. So consistent mental practice is the key to mastering new beliefs. You can't go to the gym and lift weights in one session and expect to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It doesn't work that way, right? You have to consistently go to the gym. You have to at least go multiple times a week. You have to keep a log of the weights you're lifting and progressively over time add more weights. And that's how you develop bigger muscles, right? And also you have to have good diet and stuff too. But it's that progressive adding of the weights over time, little by little, that creates the results. You can't do it in one session, right? And so it's that repetition, making it a habit, making it something that you do on a regular basis. So then the next concept is replacing old paradigms, right? This is why you're here. So you want to identify and eliminate limiting beliefs like self-doubt or unworthiness. And that's really where, you'll really notice that you have self-limiting beliefs is when you step outside your comfort zone and try something new. So if I love setting giant goals for myself that if they would happen, it would blow my mind, right? If you set a goal so big that if it happened, when it happens, it'll blow your mind because you don't believe that it's possible. Those are the best goals to set, right? Because if it happens, it'll blow your mind. And that's when you start working towards that and you're like, oh, maybe I don't want that. Maybe, I'm fine where I'm at. I'm fine at my 9-to-5 job. Those beliefs right there are your self-limiting beliefs. When those start bubbling up, that's how you know what needs to be changed, because that's going to keep you where you're at. It's not going to get you to your future goal. Okay. So the continuous affirmations So replacing those negative paradigms with new ones that align with your personal growth and strength is what you want to do, right? And your old paradigms can undermine confidence. And so, like I said, I saw this on the coaching call yesterday. This guy, all of his self-limiting beliefs were bubbling up because he was sitting there like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do sales? I think I'd rather do television. I think I'd rather be on TV. I think I'd rather have my own television show and stuff. It's like, you're already doing that though. You already have a YouTube channel. You're already on a public access television. Like you already have your show, but you haven't really made any money from doing that. Right. So that's why you're here because you want to make more money, but your self-limiting beliefs are going to keep you where you're at, making no money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you identify that kind of stuff. His old paradigms were just really undermining his confidence. He just kept telling himself why he couldn't do it, why he shouldn't do it, why this wasn't a good idea, all that kind of stuff. He's just trying to talk himself out of this, and he knows he needs to do this. You don't pay thousands of dollars for this training program to not do it. You know what I mean? And it blows my mind. I was listening to a training session before I got in the course. I could go back and listen to old training sessions that they have recorded. And so I'm going through them all, and they're wonderful. So just because you have a paradigm, I was talking to Glenn Lawrence about this. I don't know if you guys know him. He has a YouTube channel. He's a Christian red pillar type guy. But we were talking about how a lot of people who are deeply religious, right? A lot of people that come out of the Mormon faith, a lot of people that come out of the Catholic faith, a lot of people that come out of the Jehovah's Witness faith, man, those guys have some really self-limiting paradigms based around their faith that aren't helpful in their life. I'll give you an example because I like to talk about dead bedrooms. I like helping people out with dead bedrooms. A lot of people that come from those faiths, not just those three, but those are really good examples of them. But they're taught that sex is a sin, right? Sex is evil. And so they are raised that way, that the sex is this bad thing, that they shouldn't do it. They should be ashamed of it. And so when they get into a loving, healthy marriage where sex should be completely acceptable under the eyes of God, right? Like they still feel like it's shameful and bad. And so they're uncomfortable with it. They have a hard time with it. They don't put out. If it's not for procreation, they don't want to do it. But it's like the sex is the glue that holds a relationship together. And men need it. Okay. Men fucking need it. And so if they don't have it, it's a big problem and it kills relationships. But that belief system that sex is evil and sex is a sin and sex is bad is a negative paradigm that's holding you back, especially in relationships. Well, I was talking to Glenn Lawrence about that sort of thing. And, and he's got a different understanding of the Bible, more from a red pill lens. And he's like, yeah, sex isn't evil at all, right? But other faiths don't teach that. They don't teach that doctrine. And so, but he was, I think when we got into that conversation, he thought I was trying to say that all beliefs from religion are bad. And that's what I'm saying. There's good paradigms that can be formed from religion, but there's certain ones like that. And that's just an unhelpful paradigm. So there are good paradigms and bad paradigms. Okay. And basically the bad ones are the ones that are holding you back, keeping you from achieving the life you want to live. If you want to have a passionate, loving relationship, but your belief system about sex and how it's evil and stuff like that is holding you back from that, that's a negative paradigm. It's got to be reprogrammed.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.